In this video, we're going to talk about 5 super powerful things to help you heal a urinary tract infection naturally. You can definitely heal from a UTI completely naturally without the use of antibiotics. I have seen these things work time and time again in the clinic. This is an educational video only, and if you need appropriate medical care, please go ahead and get it. If you've ever had a urinary tract infection, they are not fun. Urinary tract infections are caused mostly by the Streptococcus bacteria or the E. coli bacteria. Symptoms include a strong urge to urinate that doesn't go away, a burning feeling when urinating, urinating often and passing small amounts of urine, urine that looks cloudy, urine that appears red, bright pink, or cola colored, which are signs of blood in the urine, strong smelling urine, and pelvic pain in women, especially in the center of the pelvis around the area of the pubic bone. People have been led to believe that the only thing that heals a UTI is antibiotics. Antibiotics also can have very destructive side effects, including nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, bloating, fungal infections, itching, hives, inflammation, tachycardia, dizziness, tingling, trouble breathing, low blood pressure, and many more. So if you are thinking about taking antibiotics for a urinary tract infection, just be aware that there definitely are some side effects to antibiotics. They are not completely harmless. Women get UTIs more frequently because during ovulation and menstruation, a significant portion of the immune system dedicates itself to protecting the uterus and the reproductive system, which can give rise to bacterial infections in the rest of the body. The top foods that contribute greatly to urinary tract infections and should be avoided are wheat, dairy, including any kinds of dairy, cow's milk, yogurt, cheese, cottage cheese, sour cream, eggs, caffeine of any kind, including coffee and chocolate, green tea and black tea, refined sugar, vegetable oils, pork, alcohol, corn, and soy. These foods are super inflammatory and can contribute to any disease process or health problem that we have in the world today. These are the primary foods that I see that contribute the most to these kinds of infections. Lastly, before we get into the products that help deal with the urinary tract infection, you can also get a urinary tract infection from negative emotional experiences. Yes, it has been clearly demonstrated scientifically that negative emotions can produce health problems. In the book, The Secret Language of the Body, the author Ines Segal says that urinary tract infections are caused by seeking someone to blame for your problems or shortcomings, feeling pissed off, irritated, angry, bitter, carrying a tremendous amount of guilt and fear, a deep-seated belief that there is something wrong with you, allowing people to manipulate and control you, not knowing how to stand up for yourself and say no, and sexual pressure and shame. I know that was a whole huge list of things, but if any of those things resonates with you, that may be one of the reasons why, if you're having reoccurring urinary tract infections, that would be something to explore. I highly suggest either tapping or the Sedona method to release and let go of the emotions that may be associated with this. You can find resources on both of those things below in the description. Now that we've covered that, let's get into the top products that I use to help clear up a urinary tract infection very quickly. First, we have Dmannos. Dmannos is a type of sugar that occurs naturally in fruits, including cranberries, peaches, and apples. Dmannos works by binding to bacteria, specifically their hair-like projections called fimbriae. This binding process prevents the bacteria from attaching to the urinary tract walls and promotes their elimination through urine. A suggested dose while you have an infection would be anywhere between 2 and 4 tablespoons per day in water until the symptoms that go away. With this one product alone, I have seen UTIs disappear. Links are below for all these products that are mentioned in this video. Second, we have zinc. Zinc is known to support the immune system, helping the body to fight off infections, including urinary tract infections. It plays a vital role in the development and functioning of immune cells. Adequate zinc levels are important for maintaining a healthy immune response. During an infection, high levels of zinc are tolerated and work very well. 30 milligrams of zinc 5 to 6 times per day until the symptoms go away is what I highly recommend doing. I also highly recommend taking a liquid zinc sulfate. This is a liquid zinc that is bonded together with a sulfur molecule, and that is also another really critical part for immune function. Third would be vitamin C. Vitamin C has an acidifying effect on the urine. This acidification can create an unfavorable environment for the growth and survival of bacteria, including the bacteria responsible for UTIs. By making the urine more acidic, vitamin C can help inhibit the growth of bacteria in the urinary tract. Vitamin C also greatly supports immune function. 2,000 milligrams of calcium ascorbate every 3 hours until symptoms go away would be a good dose to start with. Number 4, honey. Honey contains compounds that exhibit antibacterial activity. Some of the studies have shown that certain types of honey possess antimicrobial properties and can inhibit the growth of certain bacteria. Make sure it's in its raw, not heated form, and it's locally sourced and organic honey. 1 tablespoon 2 to 3 times a day until the symptoms go away should be appropriate. The 5th product would be celery juice. Celery juice contains cluster salts that help to strengthen stomach acid and break down the walls of pathogens, including bacteria. I have seen celery juice alone heal people of urinary tract infections in the clinic. A healthy dose would be about 32 ounces of celery juice per day in divided amounts. Lastly, I know I mentioned 5, but there is a 6th one, which it's not my favorite go-to for this, but it does also work pretty well, and that would be golden seal. That contains an active compound called berberine, which has been shown to have antimicrobial properties against certain bacteria. Berberine has demonstrated activity against some strains of bacteria that can cause urinary tract infections. 4 droppers full twice a day is a good dose to start with until your symptoms go away. It's also great for supporting the overall immune function as well. Just one of these things alone could be all that's needed to heal from a urinary tract infection. But there also is no harm in trying them all. Leave a comment below if you've used any of these things with success. And of course, if you've liked this video, go ahead and like it, share it with your friends, and also be sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching, and have an awesome day.